ஆட்சி மன்ற குழுவினுடைய தலைவர் ரெவரண்ட் தந்தை காஷ்மீர் ராஜ் அவர்களே, ஆட்சி மன்ற குழுவினுடைய மரியாதைக்குரிய உறுப்பினர்கள் திரு அழகப்பன் அவர்களே, திரு சண்முகம் அவர்களே, திரு ஜோ ஜேசுராஜ் அவர்களே, திரு கார்த்திகேயன் அவர்களே, கல்லூரியினுடைய வளர்ச்சியிலே கவனம் செலுத்தி சிறப்போடு செயல்பட்டு கொண்டிருக்கின்ற திரு செல்வராஜ் அவர்களே, திரு அருள்தாஸ் அவர்களே, மாணவர்களுடைய ஒட்டுமொத்த வளர்ச்சியிலே கவனம் செலுத்தி சிறப்பாக செயல்பட்டு கொண்டிருக்கின்ற பேராசிரியர் பெருமக்களே, கல்லூரியினுடைய நிர்வாகிகளே, பணியாளர்களே, பட்டமளிப்பு விழாவிற்கு வருகை புரிந்திருக்கின்ற பெற்றோர்களே, பெரியோர்களே, தாய்மார்களே, தேசிய நெஞ்சங்களே, மாணவர்களே, பத்திரிகை நண்பர்களே, அனைவருக்கும் என்னுடைய வணக்கத்தை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றேன். I am happy to be present here at the first graduation day ceremony of the Jnanam School of Business. On this happy occasion, when the first batch of graduates step out of the campus brimming with confidence, I recall the long and close association my family has had with the family of late AYS Parisutta Nadar. It is heartening that the trust created in his memory has taken the historic step of setting up a business school in Thanjavur district. Following the efforts of late Parisutta Nadar in bringing the first ever medical college to Thanjavur, and so on, Mr. S.P. Antony Sami is the founding person of the Parisuttam Institute of Science and Technology. It is only the fitness of things that Mr. Selvaraj and Mr. Aruldas have established the Jnanam School of Business with a view to promote higher education in this district. I would like to state here that it is my pleasure to share the dais with Reverend Father Dr. Kaishmir Raj, an eminent educationalist. I am sure with his rich experience in the field of education, he would guide the business school to achieve greater heights in the year to come. I am sure well-wishers of Mr. Selvaraj and Aruldas, who are in the governing body, Mr. Shanmugam, Mr. Joe Jesu Rai, Mr. Karthikeyan, who are in the governing council, will take the institute to a long way in the future. Whenever I go to a school or college, I should definitely tell the students here that I remember the good deeds of Perundalevar Kamaraj, who brought education within the reach of the poorest of the poor by conceiving the mid-meal scheme. He also devised the system of wearing uniform so that there is no discrimination between the have and have-nots. He took the initiative to establish at least one school in every village to ensure that the children do not have to travel long distance for pursuing studies. Today, the UPA government at the center has brought in the right to education, which makes every child between the age of 6 and 14 entitled to education irrespective of their economic standing. Dear student, Swami Vivekananda said, I quote, "We want that education by which character is formed, strength of mind is increased, the intellect is expanded, and by which one can stand on one's own feet," unquote. Our educational institutions have to play a key role in preparing young students to confront the challenges of life, since it is here that their attitudes are to be fine-tuned so that their transformation to adulthood is smooth. Talking about the role of universities, our late Prime Minister, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, said, A university stands for humanism, for tolerance, for reason, for progress, for the adventure of ideas, and for the search for truth. It stands for the onward march of the human race towards every higher objectives. If the universities discharge their duty adequately, then it is well with the nation and the people. His ideas, I would be very happy to say that, has been guiding the force behind the evolution of the education system in our nation. Education can play a great role in decreasing social disparities between groups and in promoting social mobility. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, the chairman of the drafting committee of our constitution, said, I quote, "I firmly believe in the efficacy of education as a panacea for the social evils," unquote. Dear students, when India became independent, it had only 20 universities and 500 colleges located in different parts of the country. It enrolled around 100,000 students in higher education. Participation of the women was limited, and those graduated annually were no more than a couple of dozens or so. The policy of the successive governments have taken into account the aspirations of people in the development of the education in the following decades. At present, as a minister from the central government, I'll be very happy to share with the students that there are about 600 universities and university-level institutions. There are more than 30,000 colleges, including about 2,600 women colleges. At the beginning of this decade, in the year 2011, the total number of students enrolled in the university and colleges was reported at 146.25 lakhs, out of which enrollment of the women students was 60.80 lakhs, constituting 41.60% of the total enrollment. With high quality education getting increasing attention, the initiatives of the UPA government for the universalization of government education across all sections of society demonstrate the thrust being given to the field of education by the government. The example for this is very clear that the allocation for education has been increased from rupees 61,407 crores in 2012-13 to rupees 65,857 crore for the current year 2013-14. Under the 12th five-year plan, the focus on higher education is on the 3 E's, which is the expansion, equity, and excellence, with greater thrust on improving the quality of higher education. The Union government has already taken steps to create 6 central universities and 3 new IITs under the National Mission of Education through Information and Technology. I would say as on 31/4/2013, connectivity has been provided to 400 universities and 20,117 colleges in the country. Dear students, as you earn your degree and take up your career in India and abroad, you should not stop the pursuit of educating yourself. You should enrich yourself by updating your knowledge and also by learning from experience. The aim of educational system is aptly summarized in the motto of the Jnanam School of Business, which is wisdom in business, with a strong belief in this philosophy. I was very impressed when I entered this university. As our respected father just mentioned, it is not only green, clean, airy, with a good space. It has got a very good infrastructure. I was doubly happy when I heard that the teachers here are so much dedicated to the students that you have 100% success in your career. I'm very happy about it, and I'm sure you will go a long way in this. Especially when I heard about the library of the GSP, which houses a rich collection of textbooks, journals, periodicals, and digital databases, and also about the state-of-art lab aiding virtual learning environment to the students and assisting intra-campus and external collaboration, which gives students the cutting edge in the field of information technology. I was very happy to learn about the organizational study in the first year and a 6-week summer internship at the end of the second year, which gives the students a unique opportunity to integrate classroom learning with the realities of the business world. In addition, the placement record speaks volumes of the initiatives taken at GSB. Despite the economic meltdown and recession hitting the job market, I'm very happy to learn that the GSB has been able to achieve 100% placement since its inception in 2009. I really commend and congratulate Mr. S.P. Selvaraj, Mr. Arul Das, and the governing body and their excellent team for their wonderful and dedicated work for the future of the students of the nation. I am sure the Jnanam School of Business could be able to ensure that the students who graduate from here become competent, committed, creative, and compassionate citizens of our nation. Dear students, in your careers and in the service of the nation, if you put in hard work with sincerity and dedication, no goal could be difficult to achieve. If you are inspired by an idea, you could have to work upon it with perseverance to ensure that the idea bears fruit to the society. As you complete your higher education and embark upon careers, you should always strive to uphold the honor and dignity of our country. Late Parisutha Nadar, who was one of the finest inspiring icons of Thanjavur, was a leader with a nationalist vision. I would urge the younger generation today to develop a nationalistic spirit and work hard with sincerity and dedication to make India a power to reckon with among the Committee of Nations. While wishing all success to the students on the occasion of the graduation day, I would like to remind you the role of your parents and teachers in bringing you to this stage, for which you would have to be ever thankful to them. I would like to leave you with a reminder of Swami Vivekananda again. I quote, "Arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached." Friends, I take this opportunity to express my sincere thanks to the chairman, CEO, and the committee members and their excellent team for giving me an opportunity to interact with the young graduates of the Jnanam School of Business. I extend my best wishes to the management, faculty, and students of the business for success in their endeavors. நண்பர்களே, நம்முடைய மறைந்த பரிசுத்த நாடார் அவர்களது புகழுக்கு பெருமை சேர்க்கும் வகையிலே இன்றைக்கு அவருடைய குடும்பத்தைச் சேர்ந்தவர்கள், குறிப்பாக அவருடைய மகன்கள் இந்த மாவட்டத்திற்கு மட்டுமல்லாமல் தமிழகத்திற்கு பெருமை சேர்க்கும் வகையிலே பல்வேறு உயர்ந்த பணிகளை சிறந்த முறையிலே செய்து கொண்டிருக்கின்றார்கள். இன்றைக்கு அந்த குடும்பத்தினுடைய பாரம்பரியத்திற்கு ஏற்றவாறு வாழையடி வாழையாக தம்பி அருள்தாஸ் போன்றவர்கள் மற்றும் ஐயா பரிசுத்த நாடாருடைய மகன்கள் அவருடைய பேரன்களும் இன்றைக்கு அவருடைய புகழுக்கு பெருமை சேர்க்கும் வகையிலே மிக சிறப்பாக தாங்கள் செய்து கொண்டிருக்கின்ற பணியை செய்து கொண்டிருக்கின்றார்கள் என்பதை நான் நன்கு அறிவேன். இந்த நல்ல நாளிலே அவர்கள் அத்துணை பேருடைய பணியும் மேலும் சிறக்க வேண்டும், வளர வேண்டும், உயர வேண்டும் என்று மனதார வாழ்த்தி வாய்ப்பிற்கு நன்றி கூறி விடைபெறுகிறேன். வணக்கம்.
Thank you, sir, for your invaluable thoughts to mold the minds of our young graduates. Dear graduates, parents, and invitees, we are now moving on to the conferment of MBA degrees. It's a moment of pride we have been waiting for to witness our sons and daughters being awarded their postgraduate MBA certificates. May we please call upon Mr. S.P.S. Aruldas, CEO of GSB, to present the candidates to the Chairman, Governing Council of GSB, and to initiate the conferring of MBA degrees and awards.
Good morning to everyone present here. His Excellency, the Chairman, Governing Council, Jnanam School of Business, Reverend Father Kashmir Raj, I present unto you these candidates for the degree in the Faculty of Management Studies who have been certified after examination and to be duly qualified to receive the degrees and to be awarded the medals. May I now invite our Honorable Union Minister, Shri G.K. Vasan, to award the candidates the graduate certificates, and I may request our Reverend Father Dr. Kashmir Raj and Chairman Mr. S.P. Selvaraj to accompany the chief guest. The first batch of Jnanam School of Business, Mr. Abdul Rahim A.R., Ms. Amita Mashi, Mr. Anand Raj, Mr. Andrew Arakiraj, Mr. Arun Brito Joseph, Arun R, Balamurugan, Christo Sampson, Fauzia Parveen, Gayatri, Hema Malini, P. Karthik, R. Karthika, K. Karthikeyan, P. Karthikeyan, Leo Prabhakaran, Mohammad Fayaz, Pavitra, Praveen Kumar, Priyadarshini, Purnima, Raj Jonathan, Raja, Saravanan P, Satish S, Shivaraman VR, Mr. Swarnalingam, Srivatsan, Sri Vidya, Subhash Prabharan, Shushmita, Tenamudan, Tennarasu, Teresa, Udayamani, Vinod Gandhi, Vignesh M. Coming to the second batch of students, Anita Anto, Abdul Wahid, Ms. Aginonidita, Aloysius Arul Vijay, Anthony Raj, Archana, Ashok Kumar, Achaya, Bhavani, Gokula Krishnan, Kanda Pravin, M. Karthik, Karuna, Mahendran, Marudapandi, Meyyappan, Naganivedata, Mrs. Nafisa, Niranjan, Prasanna Venkatesan, Pratap, Paul Leo, Pratap, Priyadarshini, Purushottaman, Ramesh Kumar, Shakti Vedmurugan, Sangeeta, Saran Raj, Shanmuganathan, Sharmila, Subhachandran, Suganya, Tamil Arasi, Tyagu, Vanishri, Vidya Lakshmi, Vimal Bhaskar, Vinod Kumar, Vivek, Satyabama, Srijit Das, Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sirs and Reverend Father. A vow is a purely religious act. A vow is a purely religious act which cannot be taken in a fit of passion. It can be taken only with the mind purified and composed, and with God as witness. It's time for a very solemn commitment to be taken by every new graduate in favor of our society and the nation. May we request Mr. S.P. Selvaraj, the chairman of GSB, to administer the oath to the fresh graduates of Jnanam School of Business. We request all the graduates to stand solemnly to take the pledge.
They'll repeat?
Yes.
We request
I request all the graduates to repeat. We shall, in thought, word and deed, ever endure to be scrupulously honest in the discharge of our duties in our profession, and shall uphold the dignity and integrity in our profession and the honor of our college. We shall uphold and advance social order and the well-being of our fellow members, and shall devote all our energy to promote the unity, integrity, and secular ideal of our nation.
Thank you, sir. Life every man holds dear, but the dear man holds honor for more precious dear than life, says William Shakespeare. GSB is fortunate to have a very committed group of noble souls to help us accomplish our mission. We are privileged to honor the Governing Council members on this auspicious day. We are indeed enchanted to honor our esteemed Governing Council members with a memento by our Chief Guest, Sri G.K. Vasan. Can we have the pleasure of inviting the Chief Guest to honor them?
Now, the Chief Guest will honor Reverend Dr. Kashmir Raj, Chairman, Governing Council of GSB. Thank you, sir. We also request our Chief Guest to honor Dr. Joe Jesudurai, Head of the Department of Physics and Member of Board of Studies, Loyola College. Thank you, sir. May we also invite our Chief Guest to honor Mr. A. Shanmugam, Founder Chairman of Indian Institute of Architecture, Trichy Center.
Thank you, sir. May we also invite our Chief Guest to honor Mr. A. Alagappan, Founder Director, Blossom School, Tanjore. May we also invite our Chief Guest to honor Mr. S.P. Selvaraj, Chairman, Jnanam School of Business. Thank you, sir. May we invite our Chief Guest to honor Mr. S.P.S. Aruldas, CEO, Jnanam School of Business. Thank you, sir. Dear invitees, we have now come to the final part of the Graduation Day celebration, the awards ceremony. This year, we start by recognizing the contributions of our students with a brand new first ever awards named after Father Kashmir Raj and Rajaraja Cholan. The award categories include the Rajaraja Cholan Award of Honor for Outstanding Contribution towards GSB and Reverend Dr. Kashmir Raj's Award for Excellence in Management Education.
The Rajaraja Cholan Award of Honor for Outstanding Contribution towards GSB. On this joyous occasion, Jnanam School of Business is extremely elated to institute the Rajaraja Cholan Award of Honor in honor of the great South Indian Tamil king. Here at Tanjavur, over 1,000 years ago, Rajaraja Cholan the Great, the greatest South Indian king that ever ruled, embarked on one of the largest building programs in the history of humankind that still continues to this day. Till this day, the Bragdishwar temple, called the Big Temple of Tanjavur, stands as a sensation to the millions all over the world. This standing wonder, built by the great Chola king, Rajaraja, is an outstanding example of Cholan architecture. Recognizing its unique architectural excellence, UNESCO has declared it a World Heritage Monument. Rajaraja Cholan the Great is admired, honored and marveled at for his astonishing and mind-blowing feats in governance, administration, conquest, architecture, international trade, music, art, several centuries ahead of all Western civilizations. This renowned Tamil king also has the honor of establishing the first Indian merchant naval fleet. He transformed the naval fleet of his father into merchant naval fleet and thereby established trade from India to the Southeast Asia and even the China. There are also evidences that he had trade through sea with the Arabs, Portuguese and the Romans centuries before. For this reason, this award of honor is attributed as a tribute to the extraordinary management and leadership skills of Rajaraja Cholan the Great.
May we please invite our chief guest, Sri G.K. Vasan, to give away this award of honor to the recipients. We also request Reverend Dr. Kashmir Raj, Chairman, GSB and CEO of GSB to accompany the chief guest. The recipients of this award of honor are none other than Mr. Vignesh of Beacons and Ms. Anita Ando of Adros. Shall we give them a big round of applause and welcome them to receive the awards? Thank you, sir. Please be seated. Thank you, sirs. Please be seated. Once again, GSB family is extremely proud to institute yet another award for excellence in management education, honoring the most admired yet unassuming contemporary guru of management in India and other parts of the world. Reverend Dr. Kashmir Raj needs no introduction. He continues till date to inspire hundreds of budding leaders and managers in the universities and colleges in India and US. Dr. Kashmir Raj is the founder director of LIBA, Chennai, and former director of XLRI and ZIM, Bhubaneswar. He has been teaching management for the last 36 years in various institutions such as XLRI, ZIM, Bhubaneswar, and Goa Institute of Management and St. Louis University, USA. He has held various administrative positions such as the principal of Loyola College, Chennai. He serves as a guest faculty in major business schools and renowned educational institutions in India and abroad. He also serves as a member in several advanced institute and industry councils. As a Jesuit in his heart and mind, his mission is to serve the people by offering his intellectual expertise with his spirituality to those in need throughout his career until today. To sum up, he is a visionary and a distinguished educationist, and above all, he is gentle and kind father to all who approach him for his guidance. Today, we are indeed delighted, dear Father, to institute this award for excellence in management education in your honor, calling to mind all your invaluable contribution to the world of business and management.
May we please invite our chief guest, Sri G.K. Vasan, to give away this award for excellence in management education to the recipients. We also request Reverend Dr. Kashmir Raj, Chairman GSB and CEO GSB to accompany the chief guest. The recipients of this award for excellence are none other than Mr. Vinod Gandhi of Beacons and Ms. Anita Anto of AdPros. Let us put our hands together to congratulate the winners of this award. Thank you, dear sirs and Reverend Father.
Seek not the favor of the multitude. It is seldom got by honest and lawful means, but seek the testimony of few, and not number of voices, but weigh them, says Immanuel Kant. Can we all now listen to the testimonies of Mr. Vignesh and Ms. Anita Anto, the recipients of these awards?
Respected chief guest and other dignitaries on the dais. Good afternoon, everybody, and good afternoon, my dear friends. I know I wanted to speak, but I just written something casually. Just with your presence, I just want to speak that. I didn't prepare anything formal, so thanks. That's still better. Thanks. Thank you. See, those days we were, looking at marks. Marks, just that is what is given the most importance. But now these days, we are mostly judged by the placements. That comes first. So wherever you go, they'll not ask you for mark. They ask you where you are placed. That is the first question everybody asks today. So in that way, GSB has sent many budding professionals to work as key players in building the identity of corporate world. Now slowly, big corporates in the world is turning this part of Tamil Nadu with a firm belief that they can recruit potential people from here. How far we can sustain is the point. GSB has entered its 5th year with a style. We Beacons had a good placements, and our next batch AdPros had a better placements, and the current batch had the best placement. It's good to see Jnanam School of Business is growing year on year, strongly and firmly, and proud of it too. It is always said that the resources is limited, and we have to utilize to the maximum. But in GSB, we have the maximum resources, but we are utilizing it to the minimum, which I can see with most of us, because we have all the resources in the world. Only resources can be created by great people. The great people like our chairman, CEO, which they have created for us. And we have to be very thankful for that. Thanks for creating such a wonderful resources. If you look from the moon, the world is so small like a ball. So what I want my GSB to look, it's everything it has to be small. Nothing is big for us. Everything has to be small. So it is the way how you look at it. So everything, look at it as though it is not at all big. That is what I want to insist on. So I am sure that my GSBNs will go places and make wonders in this universe. I take this opportunity to convey my sincere gratitude to Chairman, CEO, faculty members of GSB, and my best wishes and luck to all GSB in all future endeavors. Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity.
Honorable Chief Guest for the day, Minister G.K. Vasan, sir. Beloved Chairman, SPS Selvaraj, sir. Governing Council Chairman, Reverend Father Kashmir Raj. Always the very dynamic CEO, SPS Aruldas, sir. All other dignitaries on the dais and present here. Loving teachers, parents, my dear friends, pleasant good afternoon all. Finally, I'm graduate and I'm so happy. And today, as I stand in this platform, I would like to say few words of thanks to many people who have helped me to achieve all the accolades I had. First, I would like to thank my institution, Jnanam School of Business, for helping me transform as a better person, as a better me, from what I was when I joined 3 years ago. Actually, this cap is a little bit mess. Shall I, please? Thank you, with permission. Yeah. So let me continue. When I joined here 3 years ago, so I was telling, me joining MBA was really accidental. And I really thought that time will wind away as it happened earlier in my UG degrees and all. And with sessions extending to 7 and 8 in the first day itself, I really thought this won't be my cup of tea. And even if I'm continuing here, I'm really gonna suffer. But slowly, I started getting ample opportunities being here, and which helped to enhance my potential that was in the nascent stage. I hope that I have utilized all the chances to its fullest. I really enjoyed it. The result, I was able to perform better in my academics, in my career, and imbibe personal skills in my social life. Thank you, GSB. I also like to express my sincere gratitude to all my teachers who were so supportive. A closely knitted team that can be approached by any people at any time. I would specifically mention Madam Gayatri and Madam Kavita for all the pain they suffered during the time of my Viva. I was not able to come to college and show my project work, but both supported me, giving enough guidance through phone, mail, till the last time. And the same situation was applicable to many of us. I don't feel that all teachers can bear this, being so patient and spending hours of their time correcting and reverting. Sincere thanks to all my professors. I should also specify my friends who were so cooperative. They all the 59 accepted me as their friend. Never had any inhibition between any of you people. Whenever I asked them a help, it would be definitely an yes from their side. And this belief actually provided me with sufficient liveliness to take new initiatives, which is one reason today I could receive an appreciation. Thank you all, my loving friends. Had a great time with you during exam studies, during club hours, and so forth. The list definitely goes, and thank you all. Last but not the least, the ultimatum CEO, the person who always desired the best from each one of us and who always gave us the best also. Thank you, sir, for helping me realize my dreams, for providing me enough opportunities throughout diversities. Even though the assignments and unintimated sessions frustrated me many times, it all turned out useful when I was employed, where you can't make any excuses. Thank you so much, sir. Let me also mention a special thanks to our beloved chairman, SPS Selvaraj, sir, for providing us with a business school with world-class facilities and never compromising on quality. Thank you, sir. And today, as I conclude, I would like to accept that it's with great pleasure I'm taking this honor home. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Vignesh and Ms. Anita, for your beautiful words of appreciation. Thank you is the best prayer that anyone could say,
Richard. She took her cap and
our dear invitees, now our chief guest wants to present a shawl to our chairman, sir, to our CEO, sir. Shall we all give a big hand in appreciation to our
I'm
CEO?
sure this will be the wish of all the graduates today. I'm able to see your face brighten when I say that I'm going to adorn a shawl to the CEO. With the permission of the respected governing body, I would like to encourage an young CEO who is going to produce thousands of youngsters for this nation, who is so dedicated in his work.
Thank you, Honorable Minister, for this gesture of love and kindness. Thank you is the best prayer that anyone could say. Thank you expresses extreme gratitude, humility, and understanding. We consider it our bounden duty to thank each and every person who is responsible for the success of this graduation day ceremony. Hence, may I now invite Mr. SPS Aruldas, the CEO of GSB, to propose the vote of thanks.
Honorable Union Minister of Shipping, Government of India, Shri G.K. Vasan, Reverend Dr. Kashmir Raj, the Chairman, Governing Council, Jnanam School of Business, my fellow council members, the staff members of Jnanam School of Business, dear graduates and parents, distinguished invited guests, members of the media, and my dear students of Jnanam School of Business. As we come to the end of this ceremony, it's my pleasure to extend a vote of thanks to who have made this event a grand success. A graduation day is a very special day for the students who have successfully completed their studies. It is the occasion where students and their parents' hard work, dedication, and sacrifices are finally recognized and rewarded. It is also the day when, after closing one door, countless others open, not by default, but on application of your sound entrepreneurial, managerial, and innovative initiatives. Let me start by expressing our deep and heartfelt gratitude to our Honorable Union Minister of Shipping, Government of India, Shri G.K. Vasan, for your valuable presence and inspiring and enlightening speech to the fresh graduates. We feel very privileged, sir, on you joining us, and we shall take your words to heart. Dear sir, please be rest assured that you have a strong, willing, and able partner in Jnanam School of Business, which is dedicated to India's development and India's development to rise as a superpower. We are also likewise grateful for the presence of Reverend Father Dr. Kashmir Raj, the Chairman, Governing Council of Jnanam School of Business. We thank you, Reverend Father, for your insightful presidential address. Your presence here today demonstrates your commitment to education in a continuously changing world. And your specific reference to entrepreneurship leads us to think more positively about our efforts and contribution to the national development. Reverend Father, we thank you for your exemplary leadership and your dedication to uphold GSB into the next league of business schools. Let us foster the bonds of collaboration. I would also like to extend a special word of thanks to the proud parents, relatives, and the friends for the support you gave to our students throughout our studies. You have made many sacrifices to see your children and friends succeed in their studies. And here you are, very proud to celebrate the results of our graduates' achievements. It's my duty to remind the achievement of them is yours too. The GSB family is very pleased and proud to share and celebrate this day with you. we should always keep in mind that knowledge is most democratic source of power. By promoting the acquisition of knowledge, you have been and you are the guarantors of future knowledge. Our work has been enriched by your support, and for you, we are profoundly grateful. Let me express our gratitude to the members of corporate houses, representatives of the business community present here today, for your presence is a measure of support and confidence in our institution. We value your unfaltering support and ongoing collaboration in placements, which has been a feature of our relationship throughout the years. We are positive that your connectivity to us and your interventions and inputs will strengthen our continual search for institutional regeneration of excellence. To my fellow Governing Council members, I wish to commend you for your sterling work and dedication in making GSB the thriving and forward-looking institution it is today. It is hard to imagine that within the space of 4 years, your judicious judgment and leadership have transformed GSB into a vibrant B school in South India. It is my privilege to have served the Governing Council since the inception in 2009, and I am honored to have the opportunity to thank our chairman, Mr. S.P. Selvaraj, who since inception of GSB have been the driving force and inspirational voice for the remarkable growth and transformation of this institution. We thank you very much, sir. The staff of GSB deserves a special word of thanks and for the excellent achievement over the years and the smooth organization of this grand ceremony. As you know, without committed and dedicated staff, complex events like teaching and learning and ceremonies of this grandeur cannot be realized successfully. Thus, our distinct gratitude is directed to the management, faculty, and the staff of GSB for their unfailing commitment and dedication. In respect of the ceremony, we extend our gratitude to members of the organizing committee, administrative office, the faculty's students affairs, the auxiliary services, and the printing shop for a job well done. We realize that we could not do this well without your personal sacrifices beyond the call of duty. As a public institution, it is important that we keep our stakeholders engaged in our development activities, for we are not able to achieve this successfully on our own. GSB needs the continuous support of the media. Please allow me to express our sincere gratitude to all representatives of the media who are present here. In closing, let me congratulate the graduates and thank you in advance. As you leave the ceremony today, I am duty-bound to remind you that you leave with a duty to uphold the good name of GSB. As CEO of Jnanam School of Business, your alma mater, I assure you, GSB will never be the same. She will scale new heights. She will keep expanding her horizons. She will be winning great new accolades. She will be the pinnacle of educational excellence. She will be the epitome of value-based learning. She will be the source and summit of management knowledge. She will be the powerhouse of business wisdom. She will undoubtedly be beyond comparisons. She will incessantly grow, thrive, and flourish. It is our hope as the convocation of GSB that wherever you are, whatever you do, it will reflect positive honors. Hence, I urge you always to be innocent yet prudent, critical and yet scientific, sincere and yet successful, be wise and smart, adventurous yet systematic, knowledgeable yet humble, judicious yet affable, industrious yet intelligent, and be an Indian yet a GSBN. Remember, it is only through hard work and continuous learning that you will reach your full potential. Make wise use of the tools, the knowledge and skills you have learned here, and carve a niche for yourself in the field. I thank you all for your attention and wish you well on your journey for the future. Once again, thank you for all your presence here on the first graduation ceremony, and kindly join us for the lunch today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Well, we are coming to the end of our graduation day ceremony, and it's our duty to pay a perfect honor to our Mother India at the end of this momentous first graduation day ceremony. Shall we all rise together to sing the national anthem?
Thank you, everybody. Please be seated. May we please invite the chief guest for a photo session with the faculty members. The ceremony would then conclude with a formal reception of the honorable chief guest, followed by the esteemed governing council members. The new graduates and the guests are requested not to recess until the chief guest and the governing council members leave the auditorium. Thank you, and thank you all once again for gracing the occasion today.
Congratulations, graduates. I request our student volunteers to accompany the invitees and the parents to the dining hall. I request other graduates and all the students to remain here for a photo session. All the graduates, please be seated. And the students of the other batches, please be seated.
Congratulations and celebrations.